Today we took an adventure. We decided to drive and make our own ephemeral art. After watching the Andy Goldworthy movie, we wanted to find a place where we could create our own sculptures. So we went to Prospect Park. It does take a lot of looking and thinking. You don't necessarily know what you're going to make until you see all of the materials. I happened to find some sticks along the way that I thought could create a pattern of some sort that looked like they could go together. I really didn't know what my intention was. The other thing is finding a site that will be good. I liked this site because we were able to create something that other people could see and enjoy. It gave it kind of a gallery of some sort. So I decided to create a sculpture on a rock more in the center, so it would be more of a focal point. So again, I still didn't really know what I was going to do, but then it worked out actually faster and better than I thought. Those other little sticks were able to prop it up. One of the things that Andy Goldworthy really does is he observes the movement of nature. He would put red clay in water and watch the way the water moves by watching the way the clay goes through the water. So it was fun also to play with that water movement. So using some of the parts of the sticks, I put them into some of the little swirling pools and eddies that were around those rocks. And I love the way the rocks collect the water and calm it down and speed it up. It's just such a magical place. So I had fun playing with all those little bits and seeing the way they interacted with the nature. So obviously nature is the real star in these sculptures. You're just doing things that highlight them. So finding discarded parts of things, rocks and sticks and weeds and things that don't destroy the nature that's there, but help highlight what's around you. So that's a lot of what you're thinking about. There goes one of those little sticks. Got pulled out of that eddy. So we enjoyed our time out there beyond just building these sculptures, listening to the sounds of the water and the smells. Those people, by the way, walked by and were kind of excited to see that stick sculpture. We just didn't say anything. So we saw some flowers along the way, got excited about those, had some friends. There were definitely a lot of ducks out and birds. So enjoy your time outside and be thoughtful about it, even when we're dealing with certain circumstances in the world. So I saw this branch kind of trapped under some logs that had this really cool curling movement, and it kind of made an equation in my mind, at least, with the water. So I thought, well, maybe I can do something and arrange my own little river of sticks leading to the water. So it was down this little embankment, and after I collected a bunch of the sticks and rocks, or sticks in that area, I tried to create a flow between them so they looked connected. And a lot of what Andy Goldworthy has done has been to create that relationship between the different pieces that he has. So I, messed around with what shapes looked like they had a connection to one another, finding sticks with shapes that were alike. Again, I had no idea going to the site what I was going to do, so you really kind of have to wait sometimes for the inspiration to strike you and you see the materials you have to work with. Now, this was just a quick example doing this sculpture, but it took longer than it would seem. I mean, we were out there for a couple of hours at least, and we decided, oh, there's our friends, to put these flowers in there, and it does take some perseverance. I mean, the flowers don't always cooperate with you. The sticks don't always cooperate with you. Nature doesn't always cooperate with you, so you kind of have to, work with it until it does. So use some perseverance, be patient, take your time, edit, and it's really rewarding. Besides just being out there enjoying your time, stay focused on the sculpture. If it doesn't work, move it, change it, edit it until you have something you enjoy. So we came up finally with this sculpture that we think communicated that idea of flow and connection, connecting the land to the water, and pulling all of those sticks to one another. And then we use the flowers to highlight the edges of the stick a little bit, add a little bit of color. And that's another thing that Andy Goldworthy has done, using the colors that he finds in nature to create some contrast and a little bit of emphasis in some of his sculptures. So I tried to do that and create a little bit of pattern with those lines. But again, make sure you're being respectful of your surroundings. Make sure that you're enjoying the moments and the area around you. And that was it for our journey. And I hope you'll be able to have a fun journey of your own. Thanks a lot.